Hi, I'm Stephanie, and lately I've had a lot of people ask me like what I use for my skin, what I use for my hair, and my sister-in-law is actually visiting, and she asked me to kind of write down, what all I use, but it's kind of pointless to give you everything that I use without telling you how to use it, and I have a lot of people ask me all the time, so I figured why not just kind of go through a blog and kind of tell what I use. So I'm going to start with my shower process because, it's just kind of where it all starts. Start with my hair. My hair is the type of hair that gets really dry at the ends and really, really oily up towards my scalp. I have to wash my hair like every day or every other day at the least because it does get so oily up here and it looks so gross. So when I shower, the very first thing I do when I get in the shower is I wash my hair. And I use Herbal Essences Hello Hydration, and my scent is Coconut Orchid. It's the best. I love it. But just because it works for me doesn't mean it's going to work for you. Like, everybody's hair type is different. Like, if I use Pantene or if I use, I think it's like Nexus. Yeah, Nexus. That's a really expensive, really good shampoo. But I can't use it. It sucks for my hair because it's really for drier hair that doesn't really get as oily. So you kind of got to find a shampoo that works best for your hair type. Now, if your hair gets really oily up at the scalp and gets really dry down at the ends, which, I mean, my hair's completely wet because I just got out of the shower, so you can't really see what's going on with it. But I would suggest, maybe trying Herbal Essences. It's, you don't have to use a crazy expensive salon shampoo. You just gotta use what you find works best for you, and over the years, this is what works best for me. But there is a tip: no matter what shampoo you're using, what shampoo and conditioner, there's a way you should always wash your hair because it works it out the best. When you use your shampoo, well, unless you have short hair. If you have really short hair, this isn't really gonna work because, your hair's all right there. But if you have hair that's, chin length or longer, this will work for you. So you start with the shampoo and you work it in really well to your scalp. Don't work it all the way through your hair. When you rinse it, if you get all your scalp, if you get it all shampooed in, all through your scalp, when you wash it out, it'll take the oils from the top of your hair that the ends of your hair don't get, and it'll run them through them. And it will wash the dirt and the crap out of your hair as it rinses out, but it'll leave behind the nutrients from the natural oils in your hair that you want your hair to get. So it leaves it looking clean and fresh, but it doesn't dry it out. And when you use your conditioner, you want to do the exact opposite. You want to take your hair and you want to start about a ½ inch away from your scalp, and you work the conditioner into your hair, work it really, really good in, and then after you've got it all worked through the bottom, you just work it up to the top so that the top of your hair doesn't get like frizzy, and like if you have shorter layers in your hair, they get that moisture too. But as the day goes on and the oils seep out from your scalp, it's gonna get that anyway, so you don't want to over moisture your scalp. So if you work that in really well, and I usually put my hair up in a ponytail and let the conditioner stay in my hair for about 2 minutes or so, and that seems to work for me. I'm not saying, you should always do that, because if I have a lot of products in my hair, then I won't do that because I don't want to over oil my hair. So it's a really good tip. It's good advice. It's worked for me for about 4 or 5 years now, so I highly suggest that. But it all comes down to what shampoo is right for your hair. If your hair dries out really, really, really easily, I don't think Herbal Essences is for you. So find what works best for you. Okay, moving on to my skin. Now for body wash, I've never really been big on it. Just kind of use whatever I find that smells good, because when it comes to my skin and skincare, the lotion that you use after is kind of more important than the actual body wash itself. So just whatever body wash, whatever soap you use, whatever. I don't really use anything special. However, I'm really, really skin sensitive. On my legs, I cannot use anything with fragrance in it, no matter what it is. Because if it has fragrance in it, my legs break out like crazy. So that's not good. And I'm actually allergic to the salt that we use in our water. They got new salt, and every time I shower, I get hives on my chest and on my back for about a half hour after I get out of the shower. So I have to be really extra careful, because if I use a body wash that is too strong, it'll make that worse, and it's already bad enough. So there's not really anything I can do about it. So I just kind of have whatever. But I use St. Ives, and I use the exfoliating body wash scrub, and it's hypoallergenic, so I can use it on my legs, and I can get that exfoliation on my legs that you always want on your face. Well, I can get it all over my body and not have to worry about breaking out. So if you really like exfoliation and you're have sensitive skin, you're allergic to a lot of stuff, I suggest using St. Ives. It's Purify Exfoliating. It's hypoallergenic with sea kelp and mineral salt. Can't see that very well, but oh well. I'll put it in the bottom description so you know what to get. Now for my face, this might sound a little crazy, but I use like 4 face washes every single day. And right now, I have no product in my hair. Like I said, I just got out of the shower. I have not a drop of makeup on my face. I have nothing. My skin is completely clear and clean right now, and it looks pretty good. Like, I used to have awful, awful skin, and it took me about 4 years to find face washes that all worked together really well and worked for me. So I use St. Ives, and I use the blemish and blackhead control, and I'm actually almost out of this, so I'm gonna have to get new really soon. But it's a great exfoliator. It is so gritty, and it gets so deep down, and like if you really don't like exfoliation, like if your skin's really sensitive to it, maybe not want to use it, but it works great for me. And everybody's skin's different, so you're always going to have different stuff that works best for you. So I encourage you to try different face washes and come across what you like best. But this is what works for me, and people ask me, so this is what I'm telling you. After I wash my face with that, well, actually I wash my face with soap first to get any traces of makeup off, and like if I have a lot of eye makeup on, I wash that off with just regular soap so that I don't have to worry about that just stopping all over my face with my face wash. I wash my eyes first with soap. And then I use the apricot scrub. And then I use St. Ives green tea scrub. And if you don't want to do 2 exfoliators, they also have just a green tea like face wash, and it has no exfoliators in it, but I really love exfoliators. So I like that scrub. It's not as harsh as the apricot scrub, and it's got the green tea in it, so it really reduces the redness, but it still exfoliates and gives you that little extra lift of dead skin and stuff like that. So I use that, and then as you can tell, I like St. Ives because I have the body wash and I have the face washes. I really do love St. Ives. It's great. But for the actual like acne like medicine, I guess, because I used to have pretty bad acne and I covered it up with makeup, which is fine. But you don't want to sleep in your makeup. You really want to make sure you wash it all off, because every day you sleep in your makeup, you age like 3 days instead of 1. So to get like the actual acne medicine into my skin, I use this AcneFree. My mom started buying it because they, it said on the box that it was like proactive, and I never used proactive, but this works really well. I noticed a difference in like a week. I used it and my face was so much clearer. It was the clearest it had ever been. And like once you get your face clear, it's easier to keep it clear. So if you have kind of bad acne and you use like the medicine and it's going to take longer to get it clear, but once you get it clear, it's going to be easier to keep it clear. But I have a phone call, so I'm going to have to pick up on another video where I left off. So talk to you later.